Hello, my beautiful Aberration Investigator server. We are coming at you live with another Toonkind at 12 FPS. Today it is Take 2. My name is Marzi and I'll be playing Leonardo Layton, and I'm joined by my two lovely, extremely talented, and amazing co-hosts.
Thank you. I am amazing and talented, aren't I?
Yes, correct.
As well as our good dear friend who's joining us, but I forgot to do my own intro before segueing. So, real quickly, I am Fletch, also known as Fletcher, and I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite baby detective today.
Too busy patting yourself on the back for being amazing.
Well, I was too busy patting myself on the back for being amazing, and then going to pat you on the back for being amazing.
We love too much in this house.
Say your name.
Yeah.
To be fair, that probably encompasses what it's like being in the server. Is too busy trying to like love other people that we forget to do the important things.
Don't add us like that.
You can say everything went Seth.
Speaking of introductions, hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I'm going to be playing Cassie Trebleclef. Who's being nosy currently.
She's here. She's baby.
Is. So how much trouble are we talking about?
How much trouble for the trouble?
Well, I mean, she's not getting herself into, like, the technical definition of trouble, just, you know, raising her potential for trouble in the future.
Good shit,
Which
good
is
shit.
Always a noble pursuit, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Especially at that age. You gotta start them young.
She's not that young.
If they could crawl, they could brawl.
Despite her design suggesting otherwise, she is in fact actually 21. So
she's older than
What? Wait, I didn't know that.
Yes, this is. Look, I designed her to be based off of those cartoons, like from like the 80s, 90s sort of era, like kids cartoons where you're like Strawberry Shortcake, where you're like, I don't know if you're a child or you're a fully functional adult because you have aspects of both in your character.
You have a paying job, but also you're kind of baby.
Exactly.
As you do.
What?
You gonna be okay there, Marzi?
I spent this whole time thinking she was actually baby.
I pat you so gently.
You do hear like talk about Crystal having a younger sibling, and then you look at Crystal and go, no way they're close in age.
I mean, there is 8 years between them, but that puts them at 30 and 21.
Yeah.
Crystal's in her 30s?
Yes!
I mean, she has a doctorate. At least one doctorate. You don't get those young.
I'm losing my fucking mind. We haven't even actually started with our characters and I'm losing my fucking mind. What the fuck do you mean that Cassie is 20 and Crystal's in her 30s?
Crystal turned 30 last month. And
what the fuck?
I pat you so gently. Sorry, it just worked out that way.
I can absolutely see this being Leo's like, oh yeah, how old is she turning? Like, what, 25?
Oh god, that's gonna be so funny.
Oh boy.
So I'm okay. I'm fine. It's good.
What the fuck?
Right. So yeah, Cassie's being nosy, because she wants to know more about her sister's quote-unquote colleagues, aka her friends, because she's not fooling anyone.
You know what? She's so valid for that. But yeah. I think on Leo and Camille's end, it's probably like your average day at the Painted Lady.
Honestly, yeah.
Nice.
Just a couple of redheaded boys bickering over, like, sandwiches and soup.
Yeah.
Soup.
Something stupid.
They're debating the hypothetical existence of planets that are actually two planets that are stuck together like fucked up split molecules.
As you do.
Mhm.
And this tangent from the soup, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Leo probably called like two meatballs stuck together a weird fucked up planet. And then it just spiraled from there.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Well, Cassie got intel from Azumi last time she was here that if she came back, she might be able to meet Leo, who she did get the name for. I think Camille's name was mentioned, but I know that he specifically mentioned Leo worked at the Painted Lady, and if she came back, she could probably meet him. So she doesn't know what he looks like. I don't think she asked that.
She just knows she's looking for someone named Leo at the Painted Lady.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, she's back here again, second time. See if she can meet more people that her sister knows.
And she encounters a very small child arguing intensely with one of the employees. And she probably looks away. It probably looks like a certain way, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you even interpret that? Like, I suppose, like, I don't know, like, listen in, like, is something wrong kind of thing?
She listens in to see if something's wrong, and all she hears is, and I'm fucking telling you, Cam, planets could hypothetically be stuck together like that.
It wouldn't have a stable orbit.
How would you know? Magic exists, it could be magic-based.
An entire planet reorienting itself to a proper orbit path via magic?
Yes!
Well,
Next thing you're gonna tell me...
Just call the meatball an asteroid if you need to make a space comparison.
No! I'm doubling down now! Next thing you'll tell me is that a planet can't have 4 suns!
The gravity!
And what about it?
Do you not know how gravity works?
Do you not have any whimsy in that baby head of yours?
right, yeah, they're fine. I just... It is a little bit familiar to her, except maybe usually more reversed with the way that it looks. But probably she's had similar conversations with her own sister before.
Definitely.
Just that you never know, it could happen.
It
But
could happen. You can't prove it.
You know what, actually, Leo... Leo's like, yeah, it's the same fucking thing you said about time travel, isn't it?
Leo, I'm going to bite you.
Try me with your baby teeth.
Leo.
Oh,
You know I can...
name!
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
I think... Actually, I think that might be like, she's just, like, standing there, like, staring at the two of you. Because she's, like, not saying anything, like, just, like, looking at this conversation, like, okay, I shouldn't get involved, because that's impolite. But also, this is a really interesting conversation, and I want to see where it goes, so she's just been standing there.
They do unfortunately have that effect when when dropped in the same room.
And then, yeah.
There's really nothing like watching a pair of siblings argue over the dumbest shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then just the Leo, and there's this... Oh, like, an actual audible O from her. And then she, like, slaps her hands over her mouth because she's like, right, I'm not part of this conversation and I've just let it be known that I'm listening in.
I think Camille's passive is probably enough to notice the O.
I would assume so because it's Camille.
It is a 22, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Camille turns his head to look over and is just, oh, yeah, I think you should probably do your job. Camille's gonna make a gesture to Cassie.
Leo's gonna look down at Camille just long enough to make a face at him before looking up at Cassie, customer service smile on his face, and is just welcome.
Yeah, he ain't buying that. But just...
I think probably the most surreal part of this is that everyone else in the cafe who's like a regular would have no reaction to this.
Normal.
Yeah.
There's just a,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Hi, are you Leo? Do you know Chris?
Do I know a... Do we know a Chris?
Do we know a Chris?
Do we know a Chris?
Right,
I am Leo. I don't know if I know a Chris, though.
Right, she doesn't use that name here. You might know her as, Dr. Crystal Everlight?
Oh, Dr. Everlight!
Oh, Chris, not Chris.
Oh. That makes sense.
And
yeah.
You do? Cool, neat. Hi, I'm Cassie. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
nice to meet you too. I take it you also know Crystal?
Well, I should, since she's my sister.
Oh. Oh! Oh!
by and by, Crystal, I don't think, has mentioned she has a sister.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think Camille looks shocked for a moment, then he's thinking, and just under his breath, he's just, that does make a lot of things make sense, actually.
Actually, I think Crystal mentioned once during the apology FPS that she has a sister, didn't she?
Oh, she might have.
I can't remember for sure now.
She might have. She's been letting things slip a little bit more like that more recently.
We could just skid on the assumption that she did.
At one point, she vaguely mentioned that she had a sister.
Yeah, because I think in the FPS with Camille, she'd mostly talked about her parents.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was mentioned in the FPS with Camille.
Yeah, no,
Otherwise,
I think...
I'll just say
yeah.
for gore.
Fair enough.
It's okay, he's allowed to do that. Leo's just like, oh, that... Yes! Totally! It's really nice to meet you.
It is just that...
Let me guess, she didn't mention me. Well...
Yeah. You could say that, yeah, she doesn't really like to talk about her personal life too much.
She might have let it slip once in an offhand comment that she had a sister.
Yeah, that sounds like her. She, tries to keep her professional and private life separate.
And she is definitely doing air quotes around that.
Which is really an interesting way of putting it, when a lot of times she'll meet people in her personal life and not change her professional behavior.
Yeah. I literally met her because she has dog tasted coffee.
Dog tasting?
I was gonna say, I know I already swore earlier, and I was gonna swear again, but I felt like this is not a good time to swear again.
But dog tasting?
Dog taste. Not tasting. What are you talking about?
Dog taste.
Like a dog shit taste. But I didn't want to say shit. I felt bad.
That's a little late for that now.
I hate you so much.
It's just like absolutely no reaction from Cassie. She's one of those tombs where she like legally cannot swear because of her genre, but she's not bothered by it at all. You can swear in front of me. I don't care.
Well, that definitely is going to make things easier for Leo.
Shut up. Maybe.
And I suppose that makes sense. She tends to like tea more than coffee.
No, yeah, she said that. Just... Even then, why would you default to black coffee?
It's not that bad.
It's so gross!
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. It's, too bitter.
Right?
Yeah! It definitely needs something else in there.
You'll just sighs, outnumbered once more.
Okay. Maybe don't take Cassie's opinion on coffee, because she's the opposite end to Crystal, in that she'll put like 4 spoonfuls of sugar into her drinks.
Oh, like a Yuto.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love everyone's shit coffee opinions, because Leo also doesn't drink coffee. He just makes it.
The one person with actual normal coffee taste doesn't drink coffee.
You know what? Valid, honestly. Just like, yeah, like, I think she's like, will be like, right, back on track. Like, I'm here to learn more. So just the.
So, how did you meet? My sister, that is.
Well, like Leo said, he met her when. What are you eating? Okay, you're eating nothing. Literally. Okay.
Is he just chewing on air?
He was like nudging his nose into the ground and making eating notion, but like I move his head to see, and there's nothing. It's just air. I'm sorry. I had. Okay.
You're good.
He's just stupid.
Yeah.
But well, like Leo said, he met her here in the Painted Lady because of her coffee order. I actually met her when she was dropping some files off at Moria's office.
Oh, so you're a detective.
Detective apprentice.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense.
You can sort of see like the audible, like almost like visual like pieces slotting together in her brain where like she's literally like mouthing like things like to put things together.
Yeah, he rubs the back of his head like, I'm a little too young to be a full-fledged detective.
I mean, I guess that's fair. But still pretty cool that you get to do something like that now.
Yeah, it is.
This girl is oblivious to the sort of cases that Camille has. So.
Camille's not about to say that he's a homicide detective. So, you just want to meet some of Crystal's friends, or is there something in particular that you want to know?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I just, I mean, I know she's had, like, I know she's been, like, friends with you guys for a while, but she doesn't say anything, and, she doesn't, she spends a lot of time here, and I got curious, and, you know, I wanted to know, because, like, she doesn't make connections that easy, and now she has, like, this, and I... being nosy? Maybe?
Well, I don't think I can tell you off as an apprentice detective.
So the permission she needs, like.
Cool. So, like, can you tell me more? Cause I wanna know, like, how did you get her to open up?
I think it started because I was conning her into drinking actually good coffee.
There's a little tiny snort from Camille.
He was like squinting up at the ceiling trying to remember, and he's like, yeah, I think if I think I just put the dots together that if I went really, really detailed on some like really nice latte art, she'd feel bad enough to drink it. So I just kept doing that.
Ah, right. That would make sense. Detective Izumi did say that you were a bard.
Yes. Wait. Hang on. Hold up. Wait, hang on.
Yes, Leo?
You heard about me from Zumi?
I met him here last time, and he said if I came back I could probably meet you.
And not a single word of warning, that whore.
I'm gonna roll a history to see if she puts together, this is the same Leo that Minami told her about.
Oh my god!
I mean, does it really sound like Shiro would give you a warning?
No!
Alright, yep,
that's a bitch to his face.
That's a 17 total. So hold on, I'll put that in the chat and the roll zone. There we are, I found the right word eventually.
You got there.
You got there.
Yeah, there's a...
Oh, and Minami mentioned that you were throwing her a birthday party.
Leo just throws his hands in the air like my own sister!
She took notes to give to you.
I didn't get a single one of those.
You think you will be getting them at some point?
Well, knowing Minami, you probably just got beaten out, Leo.
I guess.
Also, if you give her the sad eyes, then she's going to give you the sad eyes, and I have to deal with both of that.
What if we just both cried on you?
Don't.
You can do the puppy dog eyes too?
That's what people tell me.
Well, it's less puppy dog eyes and more he looks like a sad wet kitten left out in the rain.
I don't.
Leo says, making the face.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't. What are you talking about?
Okay, you kind of do.
What?
But in a good way.
In a good way.
Well, I mean, like, it works.
And just, like, sort of starting and stopping, like, she's trying to, like, make him feel better because she's like, but she's also like, maybe I shouldn't tell him straight up that, like, if you do that, you will 100% be able to get away with anything with Chris.
Leo has not put those dots together, so...
There's a little bit of loyalty to her sister.
Not enough to keep her from being nosy, but you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Look. There's a line, and then there's another line.
Leo's just standing there like a sad dog, and he's just like, do I?
Hold on.
And I'm gonna roll Hammer Space because she's gonna prove it. Yep, alright. She pulls out a camera and she's just taking a picture of Leo's sad face. And then turning it around.
Yes, that's going in my cringe compilation.
See?
Leo, unable to recognize that this is something that affects other people. That's just my face.
Well, it helps you get what you want.
I guess.
I'm like, I think like Cassie just might lean over to Camille and whisper,
Does he not know? that'll get him anything with Chris?
I don't think he does. He's a little he's a little stupid sometimes.
I fucking knew you'd say stupid.
That's fair, I
It's
guess.
Stupid affectionate, okay?
God, I have no idea what else she would say. She's just like, I want to make things right, but I also don't know how.
Just let him get it out. He'll be fine in a moment.
Okay. All right. She's just gonna. Right. You work here, right?
Yeah.
And you're working now?
Technically.
Can I order something?
Yes, absolutely. Leo did not know where this was going. Usually when people ask him that, it's because they want him to take his break.
Right, and then
Right. Can I have hot chocolate with maximum marshmallows and
she's just gonna point out a couple of the things like in the bakery section that she hasn't tried yet.
Leo in the back of his mind is like, ah, yes, just like Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, Camille's also thinking just like Yuto, but probably far less affectionately.
Just like Utah, affectionate and derogatory. So, yep. For Leo, that's fucking easy peasy, because his best friend orders like that. So it is not long before Cassie is passed a huge mug of hot chocolate with so many fucking marshmallows and what is basically a tray full of confection.
Hell yeah. You will watch her pour like 4 sugars into it as well.
Oh my god.
I said she had a sweet tooth.
Just around the marshmallow?
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like comically, like this is one of her like tune puns is like, yeah, the sweets, like just overly sweet drinks.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Camille sitting there outnumbered in his coffee opinions, but also both the people here who have shared their coffee opinions don't drink coffee like normal people.
Yeah.
Yep. She will share the confectionery though. She got them to share, so she will like offer to Camille and Leo them.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay, I heard my headphones beep and I was like, did I lose you?
Oh.
Did you?
No, I can hear you now.
Cool.
Yeah, Camille will take a confection. He likes the pastries here. Partially out of spite. Spite makes them taste better.
Leo realizes that he's being offered food and it's like, oh, I guess I'm going on my break now.
Well, you know, it was only a matter of time.
This is every single day someone walks up here and offers me food and I can't do anything about it anymore, I guess.
Well, what? Are you going to say no? That would be rude.
Yeah.
Your face is rude.
My face is rude?
Not you.
She looked like absolutely devastated for a second there.
Not you. I would never say that about you. We just met.
Look at Cassie. You made her upset.
Yeah, she's
I'm
doing the wet
going-
dog look now.
Camille, I'm going to punt you like you do to your soccer balls. I swear to I swear.
Camille just gives Leo a smile and takes a bite out of his pastry.
He gets his hat shoved lower onto his face.
There's a little indignant. Hey.
So you guys are siblings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my younger brother Camille.
Great. Cool. Nice to meet you. I should have probably asked earlier. But yeah, you guys act like siblings.
Well, I guess there's not really hiding any of that. Yeah.
It was the argument about the planets, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's been about planets, but I've definitely had similar with Chris.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Might have been about
Sounds
time
right.
travel, actually.
Oh, and what's your stance on time travel?
Leo.
That it exists, of course.
Right?
Which by extension means that Crystal does not believe in time travel.
Yeah. Camille's just giving Leo a look, TM.
Leo returns that look with the little like knife cat like smug look before he blinks and looks at Cassie and is like, hang on. Oh yeah, Dr. Everlight doesn't believe in time travel.
No,
That
she
is
doesn't?
That is the funniest shit ever, but I cannot tell you why.
Why not?
Because Leo likes to be stupidly cryptic sometimes.
No, because the people associated with the thing that I would say if I could are not here and therefore cannot
Yep.
say if I can or not.
Camille is shushing Leo because that you are being so fucking obvious here, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna
He's
roll
just
an
he's just
intelligence
placing
for
a hand over
Cassie.
Leo's mouth.
Well, good news is that I think that she has not put it together. Plus, that's completely average.
Yeah.
Fucking Lamau.
That's a 10.
Oh.
Oh.
I think
As far as she knows, he's talking about hypotheticals.
it's like one of those is this like one of those movie things where it's like maybe like highly illegal but not actually time travel or something like that.
Mhm. Right. Well, moving on.
Fine.
She's upset she wants to know the secret.
Time travel aside, what's your opinion on a planet that is actually two planets but stuck together and weird?
That would be weird. How would that even work?
Exactly. It wouldn't have a stable orbit.
No, I mean, like,
But
would you like live in the dip, or like would make traveling weird?
Well,
Like she's like, what would it be like to live on a planet like that?
most planets don't actually support life, so I don't really think that's a question that we have to answer. Especially considering it wouldn't have a stable orbit. So I don't think it would be able to
Orbit aside, I think if you lived on a planet like that...
Camille's just rubbing the bridge of his nose.
I think if you lived on a planet like that, I don't know if the little dip where they connect would be like super good to live on, but also how would they traverse it, right? So I'm thinking really long bridges.
No,
Oh, that'd be so cool!
Right?
I'm sorry. Cassie is not an academic.
He'll just has his head in his hand.
I wonder if they'd end up having, like, rivalries between the two sides of the planet.
Oh, that is a thing to think about, though. Yeah.
And
Wonder
then
how
so
the
they'd guard
seasons would work.
out either side of the bridge. Oh yeah, that would be weird.
Like, is the little dip where the planets meet just like almost always winter because it's hard for sunlight to reach there, or like
Icebergs! It's filled with icebergs, and that's why you need the bridge.
it's filled with icebergs? You are so right.
I'm so sorry, Camille.
He's just sitting there with his head in his hands.
Leo is partially doubling down just to piss Camille off.
Cassie is just oblivious. She's just like taking this topic seriously. Like, I don't know anything about the science, but like, the idea is neat.
The idea is neat. I also don't know anything about the science.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think any of us do.
I do know that a donut-shaped planet could feasibly work, but yeah.
We are the donut.
Just a bagel planet.
Fuck, like Leo's like, okay. Now the next topic. If hypothetically, so somewhere out there was
Shouldn't we ask Cassie a bit about herself?
what better way to get to know someone than hypothetical questions about outer space?
I can think of a number of things.
I don't mind. I can answer both.
You'll just sigh. Wasn't Cassie here to get to know us?
Right. What if we went round? Like, we each get to ask a question, and then it moves on.
That's fair.
Alright.
So, did you want to ask your question next?
Leo is already in the middle of asking.
Okay, so if hypothetically out there was a planet that was like the planet itself was a big like ring, would you classify that as a donut or a bagel? Because what's the difference if it's a planet, right?
Is there another word for it that's not food related?
I mean, probably ring, but usually when people think rings and planets, they think of like the really thin, like atmospheric ones.
Well, I like donut better.
You're talking about a Taurus.
Gesundheit.
Neil just sighs and takes another bite.
So yeah, I would vote donut.
Solid opinion. I approve.
What about you?
I would probably go donut. Especially if if we look at how the land masses on the planet work, you imagine maybe land masses are more concentrated on one side of it, like frosting on a donut.
Oh, yeah. So, donut it is then.
Understood. Who's that?
That was a 2-to-1 vote.
Camille and the Torment Nexus.
God, I love this. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Camille.
Oh no, it's fine. Destroy him.
Yeah, I think Cassie will gesture. Camille looks like he wants to ask a question or maybe get the topic onto something different.
So, for starters, I'm gonna assume that you're Crystal's younger sibling?
Yeah, there's 8-ish years between us.
I could have Leo say something so stupid.
Do it.
He's leaning back in his seat, taking a thoughtful bite out of one of the confections, and is like, I thought Dr. Everlay was older than her 20s. At least 22. 25?
Oh no, she turned 30 recently.
She turned 30?
Yeah,
You're 22!
21. I turned 22 later this year. Yeah, it's a design thing.
That makes sense, yeah.
It's a little annoying sometimes, but it can be useful.
That's extremely fair. I'm very sorry. Also, I thought Dr. Everlay was 25.
Leo, she literally has at least one doctorate.
Yeah, and you're a baby detective.
Apprentice detective.
I think she has 4, and I think she got her first one when she was 18, so... You can ask her, she probably knows that better than me.
I made someone with 4 doctorates chase me up onto the roof of a building.
You did what now? Sorry, Marzi just muted. I know it's unrelated, but that's
I needed to blow my nose. Don't acknowledge it.
It was so in character.
Leo just looks away and shoves another bite of pastry in his mouth.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure she has things to catch her. Does she still have Featherfall?
I don't know about Featherfall, but she definitely hit me with a levitate at least twice.
Oh, that's a new one.
I'm going to assume it didn't work if she had to use it twice.
Yeah. It was that day that she was really, really doubling down on making sure everyone took first aid courses.
Oh yeah, she does that.
You would do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna take them anyway, probably, but just the fact that she was so adamant about it made it really, really funny to mess with her.
So, you messed with her to the point that she chased you onto the rooftops?
Yes.
I'm just the look that Cassie is just handed me is like that weird mix of like the wow, that's kind of impressive, and I don't know whether I should be like concerned or find it funny.
Leo just shrugs and is like, it could have been worse.
Do I want to ask how?
I have a hobby of free running.
Do you know what this is? Yes, you do know what this is. Just the
Oh, so like across the rooftops?
I could have made her chase me across rooftops, yeah.
That might not have gone as well. She's not very athletic.
Yeah, no, I figured and scratched that off my plans after watching her struggle to actually climb onto the fire escape to follow me onto the roof.
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Right, my
I
turn.
could tell she was absolute.
Yep, it.
How did you learn to free run?
Give me a second.
That's a 25.
Perception.
I can't roll higher than that.
You.
I suppose I could
Leo
see if I
just
could get a
kinda-
nat 20, but yeah, I don't think she's gonna be looking for deception, honestly, so.
Leo just kind of casually shrugs and is just, I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. It started like, oh, geez. I turned 18 this year. I turned 19 this year. It's been like 6 years? I just thought it was cool.
I mean, it does sound cool, but also kind of dangerous. And wow, you've been doing it for 6 years?
Yeah. It, like a lot of extreme sports, you really gotta start small because oofa doofa did I take a good few falls when I was first starting.
Yeah, I imagine you would not want to start on the rooftops because that
it's just like,
yeah, that falling from heights is not fun.
Yeah, that is why I have featherfall.
Yeah, I do too because I broke my arm when I was like 10, jumping off the roof, and not fun.
Oh yeah, I something similar to me happened when I was a kid. I got talked into climbing a tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Camille's really just getting bullied, huh? He is looking away and chewing on his pastry.
Yeah, I got talked into climbing a tree, but when I was a really little kid, I wasn't super athletic and like used to it. So I absolutely fell out of that tree.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay.
Which means it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So if out there was a planet with 4 suns.
I love how consistent these questions have been.
Leo has decided this is making friends time, not serious questions.
Oh god, I love this so much.
It's very good.
Would they?
Leo is so very, very smart and good at what he does, but also he's a little shit.
I do love, like, this is 100% deliberate on Leo's part and 100% accidental on Cassie's part. But because there are two of them, Camille is outnumbered.
Yeah.
If only Crystal was here, he'd have a fighting chance.
They
True.
could suffer together.
Yeah.
Well, would you have night on that planet?
That's what I'm saying, right? Because, like, what would even be the day-night cycle if there was one? Would it, because you have 4 suns, would it be really short? Would you have one anyway? What would their circadian rhythm be like?
Would they all be going in the same direction, or would they be different and
All over the place, and she's just, like, making, like, motions with her hands, because she doesn't know any of those scientific terms.
What are your thoughts, Cam?
I think
Mhm.
that you don't pretty works, Leo.
You know what they say, the universe works in mysterious ways.
Cassie
Yeah, but
just
we know a few
nodding.
good things about the universe at this point.
What you say, Candle?
Is it Cassie just nodding, like, that is true, but then she's also like, I suppose that's true too, like,
Chris might be able to answer?
You probably would be able to.
she's just gonna pull out.
She can't answer initially. I'm willing to bet that she would go out and research it just so that way she could have the right answer.
Yeah, she would. She probably already knows. Though I don't know if
Doesn't
she's
sound
had
like
much
her.
interest in the stars.
I can't imagine one of her degrees being in astronomy.
No, most of them are to do with, well, biology.
Mm.
That certainly makes sense.
He does get on my case a lot about seeing a doctor.
Oh,
need to see
you
a
too?
doctor.
Oh, same hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go once a year. Sometimes more, depending.
I feel that. She found out that I had been neglecting my usual checkups, and she was upset at me. And then she found out why I had so many checkups that I was supposed to go into, and then she got more upset with me.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But are you going now?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean,
No,
usually it's easier if you go along with it, because, I mean, it is just them worrying about us.
I do
Yeah.
make sure to drag him along. If I have to see the doctor, so do you.
Well, thanks. And I mean, like, it's not like it got worse during those years where I didn't go to the doctor.
Yeah, that's
You know,
not really. That's not gonna make. Well, at least it won't make my sister feel better.
I don't think it's gonna make anyone feel better.
I was fine. Dr. Everlight's just a huge worrywart.
Well, considering that you have a chronic illness and do free running and didn't see a doctor for multiple years, she is probably correct in that.
Maybe.
To be fair, Chris does have reasons for being concerned about people's health.
Yeah, I did hear parts about that last time I talked to her.
Alright, cool.
Whoa.
Hello?
Oh good. That's a really, really terrible deception.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that doesn't
don't-
even...
I don't think Camille can fail that. Yeah, no, that's a 26. Let me just try to type around my.
Is Iggy in the way?
Yeah, he always is.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like her wings sort of like reflect her emotions very well, so like at that like they sort of like dipped, like they've been sort of like up and then they just like dip really low really fast, like the right, was there stuff about me in that conversation? But then she's like, well, maybe not, because they didn't know who I was, so
Mm-hmm. Everything all right, Cassie?
Yeah, it's just, guess, kind of curious about what she said.
It was mostly just a couple things that she was using. She was telling me about to explain why she got so upset with me joking about exploring abandoned ruins by myself.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially, yeah, no, after what happened with Mum. At least she talked to you about it. When I told her that I wanted to explore, she didn't talk to me for 2 years.
Camille glancing at Leo and looking away. That's funny. That's funny, isn't it?
Slaps the tops of all these siblings. Damn, these bitches can fit so many parallels in them.
oh my god, that's incredible. That also I just shake all of them.
Yeah, because our son and Leo cut ties for a few years because they got into an argument. Because Leo wanted to get into thievery.
Parallels.
I'm sorry that happened. Are things better now, or?
Yeah, we worked it out. It was, well, it was complicated. It got better, and then it got worse, and then it got worse, and then it got better, and now it's better, but also kind of, it's better. She's been busy at the moment, so I haven't been able to see her much, but she's still been in contact with me, so, like, it's not the same. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm glad it's better.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Me too.
I
think it's your turn on a question if you still want to ask.
Right. Hmm.
It was just like, what would she ask them? Uh, mm,
So, Camille, how did you get into being an apprentice detective?
Oh, well, I kind of have a habit of running into mysteries. And I really like solving them, so I figured it was best to, actually learn how to do that.
Oh, cool. So, like if it's gonna happen, might as well get some help with it.
Yeah. Something of the sort.
Hmm.
he is absolutely fibbing, so let me roll his deception. That's-
well, the good news is Cassie tends to take things at face value, so unless it's like really low.
You say that, and then I got a 2 on the dice, so let me just plug his modifier in. So that is plus 11.
13. Alright, yeah, I'll see if she can get higher than that. No. That's an 8.
Oh.
She believes him. Why would he lie to her?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, he has no reason to lie. He's just baby. He's just a little baby boy.
He's just a little guy.
It is pretty cool that you get to help people, even at your age.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think that being able to help people is the best part of being a detective.
Yeah, I think that would be like it would be pretty cool to be able to help people. I'm not very good at that sort of like smart stuff, but I definitely think it's really neat.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a detective to help people.
Yeah, that's true. I've gotten to help people before, but not just in different ways.
Yeah.
And Camille does smile at her. He's mentally filing away that wording. I'm not entirely sure if that was intentional or not, but
Which wording?
she says something along the lines of it must be cool getting to help people, with the soft implication of she doesn't believe that she can help people.
Yeah, I mean, that. Yeah, like, she knows she can in different ways, but, like, she grew up with Crystal, and,
Yeah.
given how proficient, like, she was at a very young age, yeah, she doesn't think that she can have that sort of impact on people.
Man.
Damn.
Man.
Looks away.
Looks at you.
Slaps the top of these siblings again. What the fuck?
Now you want to know the other part of she's figured that she can help people by being like a bright sort of presence in their lives to make them feel better.
Fucking looks away even harder.
Man.
What the fuck?
Man. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Is that allowed? What the fuck?
These siblings can fit so many parallels.
Fucking amazing.
Right, your turn, Camille.
Oh, actually, I think it's Leo's turn.
Did you?
Oh shit.
Use.
I don't know if you did you get to ask one? I don't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah, I asked if things are better with Crystal now.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Leo's turn.
She's just like, yeah.
Leo try to stay on brand for this conversation.
You know, you don't have to ask about...
Oh, never mind.
Now, if a planet had a donut-shaped moon, do you think that would affect its tides?
Just like question marks appearing above her head, like,
I don't know. Would it? I don't know how that would affect the tides.
I also don't know how it would affect the tides. I just felt like doubling down.
Really?
Yeah.
It would make
Well, you-
eclipses really interesting, though.
That is true.
I mean, it would have to be at the perfect distance from the planet in question to even be able to have a proper eclipse.
Also
Wait.
true.
Huh. I hadn't thought about that.
But can you imagine, like, a total, like, eclipse, but it's just, like, a ring around the sun, and it's still peeking through that, like, hole in the middle?
Well, I don't really think that'd be an eclipse at that point if it's not. Okay, is the torus in question, is the inside of the ring larger than the sun?
Cassie's just gonna correct donut. They agreed it would be called a donut.
I think you mean the donut, Camille.
Is the inside of the ring larger than the sun in this question?
The donut, Camille!
I'm talking about a very specific part of it.
Still refuse to say donut, huh?
It makes
You know
you
what?
mad, doesn't it?
You know what? You're a donut.
You're a donut.
Anyway, since it's the moon, I don't think the donut hole would be bigger than the sun.
Well, obviously it's not bigger than the sun, but would it appear that way?
I don't think so.
In that case, you'd probably only ever get partial eclipses, and that's only if the Taurus is at the right rotation for it.
That's the what?
Yeah. Cassie's not following this conversation.
Well, I answered the question. You never said that you had to be happy with it.
Do you see what I have to deal with, Cass?
Yeah.
Not a single Not a single drop of whimsy in my ibby bibby baby brother.
Yeah, Chris is the same. Even if it's not serious, but she takes it seriously because everything has an answer.
And where's the fun in that?
I have whimsy.
You wouldn't even say donut.
Because it makes you mad.
Camille
Me.
gets his hat pulled over his face again.
Hey!
To be fair, he did say donut. He called you a donut.
Ugh. You wound me.
Thank you, Cassie.
I will be the impartial judge.
Just like she's not impartial, but she can play the role.
She's not. But I love her so much.
She's trying.
Amazing. Yeah. Cam's turn.
Right. What do you normally like to do, Cassie?
Oh, well, I mean, I like exploring places, which means that it's been pretty cool being able to come here. But then, I also, I like to dance. In fact, that's, what I do as a job, is I'm a dancer. And that means that, I mean, I also like playing instruments and music and things like that, but dancing is the part that I really like.
Ooh.
I know Leah's been looking into becoming a dancer.
Oh, cool!
It is absolutely on the list of possibilities.
Leah says and then does not elaborate.
I was about to, I got distracted.
Okay.
I have been also thinking about art history, but that would make me a fucking nerd.
You are a nerd.
You're a nerd.
Yeah, well, you're too.
Art history sounds neat, though.
Art history, history in general. I want to know about how normal people live their day-to-day lives. Everything historic that you hear about now is like big events. And like, yeah, it's really important to learn from that, but I want to know how people just lived their lives. Because that's so cool.
So are we going to have to call you Professor Layton?
I mean, I don't know if I'd be a professor.
Well, you certainly talk enough for it.
I don't know. I feel like if I start getting called Professor Layton, then that would be really weird and puzzling.
Good.
But
We are so funny.
Well, that's a bit of a weird hang up to have, but okay.
Up to you. But I think it'd be cool. Then again, dancing is also cool.
Yes.
I mean,
Dancing and music.
you can always ask Cassie more about how it works.
That's true. Oh, but it is Cassie's turn.
Right. Favorite type of dance?
You know those like swing dance competitions?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know those like parts of it where it's all improv?
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Because it's like you gotta move in time with the music and your partner.
Yeah, and like there's no planning beforehand. It is just you have what you know, and you try to like snap real quick, follow your partner, and like and the music, and you need to figure out how like to work things in on the spot.
And you have to work together, and you have to listen and be in sync and be in the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's always really fun.
I just think they're so neat to watch.
Mm. My favorite part is getting to working like really hard on a performance or a new move that's like really hard to pull off, and then pulling it off in front of people.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I put in all this hard work, and now you get to see it.
You get to see, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, how'd you do that? You're so good at that." And it's like, yeah, because of hours of work and practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like you make it look easy, but then they don't know how difficult it actually is.
The same can be said about street magic.
Oh, you do street magic? Right. Not my question.
Harry's been rubbing off, hasn't he?
I mean, he has been teaching me. But that means it's my turn, right?
Yep.
So my question is, would you like to see a magic trick?
Yes.
Time to roll that sleight of hand. Gotta roll that sleight of hand. Gotta get a good sleight of hand. Was your modifier again? And then the thingy.
Oh my god. Disgusting.
Yeah. God, I had to close my window because it's raining. Leo holds up his hands, turns them so that you can see the backs of hands, can see his palms, and it's just behold, claps, and when he brings his hands apart, there's a bird in his hands. It shuffles.
Aw, cute. Yeah, you're getting like a small round of applause from Cassie. Like, that's very cool. And just the
Oh wow! And that wasn't magic?
Nope. That was my sleight of hand. You'll never see it coming.
That is so cool. Really impressive. Like, I can't believe you didn't use magic for that. Oh, wow.
Nope. This is my very normal toon bird. Her name is Shuffles.
Can I, pet her?
Absolutely. And Leo will hold out his hand with Shuffles, who coos and just settles on his hand.
yeah, just like the little like pat on the head.
Thank you. You've been a lovely audience. And now Shuffles is just out, because putting her away would reveal the trick.
Fair enough. Bird can just be on the table.
Yeah.
Actually,
You can
maybe
sit on Leo's head. It's fine.
maybe one of the pastries is bird friendly and can give to Shuffles.
OMG, a snack for Shuffles.
You can probably give them like seeds or something.
Hmm. Pull the seeds off at the top of the bagel or something like that.
Well, I guess it's my turn. So, are you more on the dancing end yourself, or are you dance instructor?
Oh, no, I'm a performer. I have taught a couple of people to dance, but that's more of a, like, friends, that kind of thing, like, not in a formal setting. I'm a performer, in the Toontown, and I cannot remember what I've called it, but, basically the performance center in Toontown, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
Ooh.
I gave some flyers to Detective Azumi when I met him. And I can give you some too if you want for our upcoming performance.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just handing these things out.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just pull out the pamphlets of the latest performance, which I don't know what it is, but it's like, yeah. I sort of flavor it as like a mix between musical theater and ballet, but with more dance types actually thrown in.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, Leo's gonna love that.
Oh yeah. Yoink right into his hammer space.
So yeah, I've been performing there for couple of years now. It's good. I like it a lot.
Hell yeah. Sounds so cool.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, like, and most of the people there are really nice. And we all work really hard, and it's really cool. And the costumes are really pretty. And usually covered in glitter, which is really cool. And like the amount of, like, all of the people who get involved to get it to run, and they do all of these different things, and it's so impressive. And you just never know until you're part of it, just like how much work goes into each one.
Camille is nodding along.
Leo is very chin hands about this.
She will ramble more about it, like, you've got the stage hands, and then you've got the prop designers, and then you have, like, the dance instructors, and then the singing instructors, and the acting instructors, and the director, and the soundstage, and the electronics, and, all of these people who are involved in this performance, and, like, the only ones you actually see are the performers, but then even the performers, like, how much effort the people in the backstage put in, like, all of the chorus members and things like that, and in the audition process, and like all of that sort of thing.
God, you can fucking tell that I have poop brain sometimes. I heard stagehand and I was like Lynn?
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, there are actually some stagehands of. So I've talked to Be Wild about this before.
Stagehand. Beautiful. You love to see it.
Yeah, she will just keep going unless you guys stop her.
I don't think either of them want to stop her. And is there anything else we want to touch on?
Honestly, I had no plan in this coming into it, so
They're friends now.
Yeah.
They're friends now.
She just wanted to meet meet people and, get to know them kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, she's getting to know them.
Mm-hmm. And they are getting to know her.
Yeah. They're getting a
Through
play-by-play
their
of her dance routines.
and their very silly game of 20 questions.
Yeah.
Half of it is filled with planets. Hypothetical planets.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it would be funny. I think she would have pulled out her phone at some point and sent some of the questions to Crystal and just gotten back some long highly scientific answers back about how none of these are possible.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I feel like if it's during the conversation, Crystal gets those messages, responds to them. 2 minutes later, gets a message from Leo and is like, SMH, no whimsy. No explanation.
Confuse her because she doesn't know that Cassie's visiting Villestown.
Yeah.
You just get the, what do you mean I have no whimsy?
You got no whimsy.
No fucking whimsy. SMH
I mean-
my head.
I mean, it's true. I don't think I can think of a person less whimsical than Crystal, but still.
That's fair.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add.
Fair. Shall we zoom out then?
Yeah, sounds
Hell
good.
yeah.
Can leave on Leo teasing Crystal for having no whimsy and listening to Cassie really get into the info dumping.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because she may not be as smart as the rest of her family, but she does have the info dumping side down.
Oh yeah. And we love her for it.
Oh, that was cute.
Good fucking shit.
Yeah.
Loved
Thank you
this.
so much
Hell
for playing
yeah.
with us. It was super fun.
Thank you
Yay.
for playing with me. I'm so glad that people are interested in getting to know Crystal's sister.
Yeah.
We had some fun little revelations.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to our audience, both now and the future.
Yeah, hope you had fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.